Hello everybody, this is Steve from Old Boy Moto. G'day guys, welcome back to part 2 of the John Deere 410 loader series. Yeah, so from the last video I've managed to remove the pressure control valve from the machine, and as you can see I've had to remove it with a lot of other hardware and hoses and stuff on it because I just couldn't get to these nuts to get it off. They were so tight and there's no room under there, hardly any room anyway. And it was all that work for this. That's the culprit, and that fits in that little round hole up there in that controller. So as you can see, there it is there. Now I don't know if you can see that, but that literally, all it does is it seals that flat face. So there's no oil orifice or anything in there. The only one that I can see that's still open is this little one. That appears to be an orifice of some description. But the big one, the one that actually blew, there's nothing there. It's just a face. It's just a flat face on the transmission case. So that, you know, they must have decided that they were going to do something and run an orifice through there or connect something up, and they've decided against it. But there's the control valve, and that fits in there, and it obviously blew. It blew, so caused that massive problem. So what I'm going to do now is clean everything up, and I'm going to pull that controller apart and see what else I find inside there. It's probably going to be a little bit worn, but to be honest, I haven't seen any metal shavings or anything like that in the oil. It's been quite clean coming out, so should be all good. So we'll leave this one here for now, and I'll get back to you when we've got everything cleaned up and on the bench. Welcome back guys, we've got the part out on the bench. Here is the housing. As you can see, a little bit of damage. That was done many years ago, I think. I never repaired that, but it is repaired properly, as bad as it looks. There's no problems with it. So the housing otherwise checks out okay. Everything else inside the valve looks pretty good. There's no damage in there. So I pulled out the valve itself, the shaft, the spring, the aperture, the nut that holds everything in there, and the stopper rod which goes in here and stops it all from going through. Now when I looked at the diagram, I noticed that there are two parts missing. There should be a shim and there should be a washer that goes on that assembly. And I'm thinking that what's happened is when they took that out, they put it back together and they didn't put all the parts back in. So, but it hasn't really affected the performance of the machine, so that's okay. The main culprits are these. So that was the main one that was causing the leak, and this other one's flattened out to buggery, so that needs replacing, the two O-rings. So that's all good. I've ordered the parts through a company called RDO. They specialise in these sorts of parts, and got into a very helpful person there called Riley, and no problem, can get all the parts. That's really good. They're sort of scattered around, so he's going to get them all organised into the one place and then air freight them to me. I don't know what they're going to cost, but I've got to get this thing going. Right, so that's all fine. I'm waiting on parts. Now, while I was here, I thought I'd just mention this, guys. This is your screen. It's a pre-cleaner for the oil before it goes into your main filter. It's a screen, and for some reason on the John Deere 410s, these clog up very easily, especially if you let your oil changes go for a long time. The oil tends to clog up. I did a video many years ago of this one being clogged up. It wasn't that bad this time because I've been changing the oil regularly, but I did give it a wash and it's come up brand new. So that's it for today. It's nearly Christmas, so if I see the parts before Christmas, well, all well and good. And if I don't, I don't, and I'll have to get back to it. And then you'll be able to see part 3. And hopefully we'll have this machine going the way it should be. Thanks again for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you in part 3. Bye for now.